has nothing to lose. He's 60-something years old. His life is basically over.
There was really, I feel Puff wanted Tupac dead, right? But there's possibly no connection towards that particular accident.
What if they do want to pin that on him? If it is a say it was the Fed type of thing.
What's real? Reality. Real. Let's go. Bullets travel like gossip, running in mouth like leaky faucets. Two-faced niggas be stealing ideas and nothing solid. Grown men and their feelings debating on true intentions. Felt.
Yeah, Ben was good with that. Because back when when I was learning how to use the MP, I would go over his house and he would tell me how to do different things with it, how to hook the MIDI up.
Yep. Because he what's the little sample machine he used to have with the press on the button and keep looping, the loop machine, the little sample box. I don't know the equipment. Y'all know more than I do.
I don't know.
It's a little sample where I forgot the name of the machine, but it records samples, and how he used to loop it, he'd be pressing on a button and it'd be looping. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Quan's here. Sick Cuz the Gov is here. I'm your host, Adam Mill, and I'm chilling, building with some dear and close family, friends, companions. And that's our opinion. It's not an expert opinion. So, in the comments, leave a comment. You like it, you hate it. It's all good. Just press the like button. We started from the ground. And we still at the bottom, but we're going to rise to the top. And this is Guess I'll Say It. And we will be going back, starting New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah, God's willing. Back on the couch and back on, the filming aspect of things. But that's in between time to keep the fiends interested, engaged. Right. All right, the first topic is dealing with Puff Daddy. I tried to research a little bit at the last minute. We all know we did something on Keefe D last week, and that video will be out too. That we had that what was that tag that you had on there, Quan? You froze up.
I'm here. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
The tag that you had on there, we're trying to get that off. A couple of people DM me complaining about the tag. Oh, the tag. So
my fault about that.
So we're gonna spend some money and get some little technology going on, edit or whatever. And we're gonna try to see if we can get like the instrumentals on the beginning too. You can do that, can't you, Quan?
Oh, of course.
Oh, cool. So send some instrumentals, Gov, like how you was doing in the beginning.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So all this is good promotion for everybody. Okay. I had a little bit of research on it. We did something on Keefe D last week, right?
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, Gov, that he was gonna start flaking. He has nothing to lose. He's 60-something years old. His life is basically over. You know what I'm saying? So he got that mentality. If it's a hole in the ship, everybody going down with me. You get what I'm saying? So the little bit of research I got from the Puff Daddy situation, I believe that he was questioned. He was questioned in the murder of Tupac Shakur, R.I.P. to the legend. The legend in the myth, because he's like an Elvis now. He didn't gain so much pop star celebrity that we don't even believe he's dead or not. You know what I'm saying? And he left Easter eggs with the Machiavelli and everything like that. But what are y'all outlooks on, what are y'all views on the Puff situation? Do the documentaries, do Keefe D have nothing to leave? I mean, is it a reason why he should lie? You get what I'm saying at this point? And do they have enough to convict Puff Daddy or even, summon some to court in this matter? I'm going to go start with you first, Gov.
Well, I think that the big thing is, I don't know if they can necessarily pin it to him per se, because a lot of what Keefe D was saying, well, at least what I seen in interviews, it was like he felt like as if there was a bounty that was out. And allegedly, he felt that he should have gotten something for it, given the fact, or he should have gotten like a piece of that or something like that. It was like the reading between the lines what he was trying to say, like especially in the little interviews on Vlad TV and such.
Yeah, because he was saying something about Puff was allegedly drunk and acting a fool at a party, and basically he was like, "I want him dead," and on some Gambino type stuff. And he was like, "All right, he really didn't take it serious." He's like, because for what I was hearing, he's like, "Why would somebody big as Puff in the profile blurt that out loud so everybody in the party can hear it?" You get what I'm saying? And they wasn't even looking for Pop, but allegedly was looking for Pop, but gave up hope and finding him. And then all of a sudden he hears some girl say 2Pac, and they're like, "Okay, an opportunity presented itself. We did the job. We called Puff, allegedly called Puff homeboy, said we did the job. Puff sent Wide the $1 million. They never got the $1 million. And now this is weird, funny business."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that, Quan? And I think it ties into the Biggie Smalls too. But we're gonna see how this unravels.
Man, I believe. Hey, wait. Is my mic on? Real quick.
Yeah. We hear you.
Oh, yeah. I believe, to be honest, Puff is more connected to Biggie Smalls and Tupac, and here's why. I feel as if there was really, I feel Puff wanted Tupac dead, right? But there's possibly no connection towards that particular accident, because when Tupac was at the Vegas casino that night watching the Mike Tyson fight, it was just of a convenience murder, right? The murder was a convenience for them. Tupac went on Orlando Anderson, hit him. They started jumping them after a couple blows, and after a couple blows in there, they left the casino. And I felt like he was really murdered because of the encounter they had, but they have no intentions of killing him because of Puffy. So everyone ties that into Puffy because of what was said from Puffy, like how you and Gov said how he wanted Tupac murdered, and he vocalized that for a long time, and how that one of Tupac homeboys I don't think it was his homeboys. I think he was just a part of the Death Row. He was a part of Death Row entourage, but he pointed out a rival gang member, and Tupac felt the need to go encounter that gang member, and they started jumping them. And as you see in the video, in some videos, you see even Suge jumping in and kicking them and joining in on the fight. So it's really just a rival gang seeing another rival gang and going into it. Tupac got himself in something he should have, and he paid the price for it. But
he got himself in something he shouldn't have got into. That basically in their culture, Tupac is a civilian. In our culture back in those days, it was more like block territory. So Tupac wouldn't be considered a civilian in our region over the East Coast, because we're more geared to loyalty of neighborhood, blocks, crews. So
Yeah.
Tupac looked at it as a crew thing, where they look at it as a gang culture. So it made him seem like, okay, this civilian is now stepping over the line. You get what I'm saying? In the matter of Tupac. Go ahead, Quan, not to cut you off, because you said something about Suge Knight, very interesting too. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I didn't notice that in the past, but Suge Knight is actually in a white suit. You can see him kicking.
Me neither. You know who I thought that was all the time, guy?
Who?
Nate Dogg.
That's funny.
I know. I thought it was Nate Dogg, man. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. But yeah, go ahead.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
you could see him kicking. You could see him kicking Orlando Anderson in video and everything like that. So I found it pretty interesting how all of them jumped in and they were jumping in on a rival gang. So it had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Puff, in my opinion. It was just a convenience that okay, so this man, he knocked on our nephew, he knocked on our partner. So we're gonna come back around and we're gonna show him what we about. We're gonna kill him and stuff like that. And I think the $1 million bounty was just, again, a convenience to them. Like, no, why not? Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. This what to me connects Puff in a sense, right? And this all based on theory, right? You ever heard if somebody on a job that say, hypothetically speaking, say, man, I just wish get rid of that doggone supervisor. He get on my nerves. Next day, supervisor get fired off. He accident, man's gone and dead, right? The first thing they're gonna look at is the person who spoke his mind out loud. Like, that's a coincidence that you wish somebody gone and now they gone, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. One, I go back to saying, why would a 60-year-old lie or have anything to lose if he knows he's going down for the murder of Tupac and he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, or particularly might just die in there, right? He don't have nothing to lose. All the cards on the table. I'm going down. I'm taking everybody down with me, right? And another thing that make it a little fishy is that, Pac said a lot of damaging things towards Biggie Smalls, Puff, during that time, and they were connected. Like, why would you even be in that same circle? Why would Puff even be in that same circle as those Crips? Somebody could say, well, now you had the culture. Now is a name for it. It's called the check-in culture, right? We can probably say, well, Puff was checking in. They was like Puff Muscle or whatever. But then you got to think about it like this. You from that town where Tupac's at? What's been going on? I really don't like this dude. Can y'all get to him for me? I'm going to look out for you. I don't think that Keefe is just totally lying on Puff. You get what I'm saying? And there's some type of connection where Puff wanted him gone or fantasize the notion of really getting rid of this guy. You get what I'm saying? And real quick, I'm gonna let you in the Gov. They interviewed Suge Knight from prison. What's those people? I can't think of their name right now. What did they?
DMZ.
Yeah, thank you. And Suge, he said something very important. He said we're on the same team. Think about that.
That's why he said he didn't want them to lock him up anyway. He wasn't for it. That's what he said.
Yeah, we're on the same team. It's plenty of ways you can look at that. Us against the police.
Mm-hmm.
The no snitching code.
Right. That's what I
try to throw it off. We played on the same football team.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, we in the music industry. We know we analyze words and subliminals. You get what I'm saying?
Always double meanings.
Exactly, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna stretch the conspiracy theory. I'm gonna go dive a little deeper too. You don't think that these gang members go to shooting ranges? Go to gun ranges? You don't think they have some type of skills when it come down to shooting? Because all those shots that into that car and Suge Knight got glazed.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Come on, bro. Come on. I don't think the police should get any credit. I think Vlad should get a lot of credit for exposing this idiot for self-snitching, right? And I think that the police did nothing. They didn't even dive deep, in my opinion, on the individuals who allegedly was in the car. Have they been to gun ranges? Do they have some type of marksmanship? You get what I'm saying? Because the people who hit Biggie, that was how them bullets entered that car, that was professionally done.
Right.
Either law enforcement or somebody that goes to the gun range.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Or, come on now. But we're gonna see how this case opened up. I think it's more than meets the eye, but
definitely a lot more.
Puff not looking good out here, Gov. So
another thing too is keep an eye out. I've been noticing Puff's ex-bodyguard still been talking lately, interviews too. So
yeah, exposing him. What's his name? Gene. Shout out to Gene. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's exposing Puff. Yeah, but what do y'all think, real quick? And I'm gonna let you go on this one, Quan Dizzle, and then definitely gonna end it with Gov. Do y'all think that Puff money will save him, or do you think that we took down a black billionaire and you're not safe in the hands of the law? And real quick, it's a double question. Does this tie into Biggie Smalls in some way? And if it does law enforcement have something to do with this? And if it does, would that save Puff? Because if he had Pac and Big knocked off and law enforcement played some part in it, they're going to make it look good for Puff, make it seem like the Trump thing, handcuff him, lock him up, but we really not going to send him to jail. You get what I'm saying? We just want to keep the public, quiet and give Pac family some type of peace of mind. Because I think Miss Wallace, she really ain't getting no sleep
at all.
At all. So what you think, real quick? Is they Quan Dizzo, is they gonna lock a billionaire up, or is it just for show?
Man, it's a thin line when it comes to the money and the race. So I feel like him being a billionaire is pretty obvious that they're not going to do nothing with him. They're not going to lock him up in a regular jail. They're going to put him in one of those high class jails, or probably not lock him up at all. This may not even go any further than just asking him any questions. If you know the nature of these type of cases, I feel like they're going to make it look good. They're going to make it look interesting for the public. They're going to make it look like, you see, where, paying attention to the conspiracies or asking Puff all these questions, and it might look like he's about to go to jail. It might look like he's finally going to
testify.
He's finally going to ease in.
Yeah,
but it and the reality of it is not going to happen at all. He's not going to go to jail at all, and I feel like if it took them this long to even get to this point, there's no way, and I want to add this, there's no way that they're even going to get close to Biggie's case, because Biggie's case was just as complex or even more complex than Tupac's case. So they're not going to crack the code. And I'm going to finish this off here. If that was the case that the feds were involved into it, they're going to even kill him before he's able to whisper and utter a word on any interview, on any platform, or even in court. They're going to get rid of him. You've seen what they did to other celebrity. You've seen what they did to oh my god, I forget his name. My bad. You see what they did to Epstein, right?
Epstein, yeah.
Epstein, yeah. He mysteriously hung himself.
Yes.
All of a sudden that's the one that hung himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All of a sudden he's suicidal.
All of a sudden,
and then it was in the papers. It was in the headlines, and then it went away.
Yep.
And if you look at all his pictures, right? You got Trump, you got all these high-profile politicians and celebrities, right? Yep. They hung at his parties, they hung around him. Yep. Come on, bro. Why did it? R. Kelly's in jail.
Uh-huh.
But homeboy hang himself, and it's the end of the story.
Nope.
Come on.
Exactly. Exactly. And then another thing, when you think about the whole thing with Puff and everything like that, what if they do want to pin that on him, if it is say it was the feds type of thing? But another thing I was thinking too, though, is this around the time when a lot of this stuff got infiltrated, when it come down to law enforcement, everybody in this whole thing, so that by the time the Tekashi 6ix9ine sagas played out, and the Young Thug and everything like that, it seemed like so much law enforcement has been so intertwined with it now that everybody knows everything. Who is the other dude? It's Vlad. There's another guy. He's a funny name, Nardo or something like that. Remember how he would interview brand new rappers, right? And ask them all these personal questions. And they're like, how do you know that? Mm-hmm. So certain things like that kind of makes me wonder if this is in the 90s, when this era, see, back then, a lot of this stuff was underground. They didn't understand it. You know how the same way when you hear the stories about the FBI would send informants in the mosque, and then the latest story was about how they were sending them to old Catholic churches. They're trying to
Black Panthers and the
Black Panthers and all these other different groups.
Hip hop police.
Yeah.
Hip hop police is evolving.
Right. So now we at a point now where they playing the roles and everything, and we might think they regular entertainers the same. and they in it,
Mm.
they in it, and so I think we at the point now. So by that point, they may have already established, all right, we got our hitmen in place, we got everything that we need. You know what I mean? So now you wonder, why has the message turned one way? It's not the diversity that it used to be.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I get you. And that's scary because, like you said, if you would be a fool to think that if they're not infiltrating hip hop like they infiltrated the civil rights movement. You're an idiot.
Right. Right.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Anything that deals with capitalism, power, and land, and had to deal with our hue, they already didn't play chess with us. They already got us up by like five moves.
Right, because you got to control the minds. They need to control the minds. If the minds aren't controlled, you have groups of people to do what they want versus what they want them to do, want us to do, you know?
Exactly. So we're going to end this segment, and then the next one is going to be even more interesting and confusing and mind-boggling. Will Smith and Jada Pickett, did I pronounce her name right? Dealing with their entanglement, and she said that they would separated since what, 2016.
16.
Don't know what to believe in Fairywood no more. Don't know what to believe, bro. But we're gonna end this segment on Guess I Said, and we're gonna jump to the next one. Peace.
All right.